Hello, Paleo Joe here again. Today I'm going to be talking about a field trip that y'all can take. Yesterday, it was Monday, the 6th of January, I reposted something from the Penn Dixie Outdoor Education Center in Hamburg, New York. It's a quarry that used to be a working quarry. Now it's a privately owned entity, Hamburg Natural History Society, and they have a tremendous dig out there. What they've done is they've built some gazebos out there. They've excavated some land, and it is a trilobite mecca. A lot of trilobites. If you're a trilobite person, you want to go out and have a really good time, that's the place to go. They have it every year around Mother's Day. You can check their website and get the exact dates. But I reposted this thing yesterday, and already it's been reposted 115 times. A lot of comments coming out about it. People want to go. People come from all over the country are going. There's people from all over the world go to that location. It's just a tremendous trilobite location. It's a Devonian in age, Middle Devonian. It's a storm deposit. There was a storm surge came in, it tumbled up a bunch of trilobites and buried them in this beautiful fine-grained sediment. And that fine-grained sediment produced a beautiful shale, and that shale has preserved these creatures exquisitely. Mostly what we find there is the old phacops. We now call them Eldredgeops trilobites. They range in size from fairly small, maybe a half an inch, to we've gotten some out of there about 2 inches long. There have been a couple come out bigger than that, but most of them are about 2 inches long for the large size. Again, average is about an inch. We find rollers, we find rolled up trilobites in there, we find prone, and we find lots of bits and pieces. Again, since this was a storm deposit, it churned up the sediment and it distributed a lot of those discarded exoskeletons all over the bottom of the ocean. Then they got buried and preserved that way. We do find some green ops trilobites there, and there's one location right now where one of our experts has found where he's getting almost all green ops. It's a great location, and I'm sure he'll go back there to do that. What they do is they call it the dig with the experts. They come in with a bobcat or an excavator, they excavate the very fossil-rich layer, the super layer that's got all the trilobites in it, and they dump it into piles. They scatter it around in piles. Then they allow the public to come in Saturdays and Sundays, and this year they're going to do Monday as well, and the public brings in hammers and chisels, and they pick a pile and they start breaking rock. And there are 7 experts there this year. I'm going to be one of them. There are 7 experts that will come around and help you to excavate some of these trilobites and to find them, to show you what they look like and things like that. We also will have a couple of chop saws on site, so if you find a really big rock with a trilobite on it, we can cut it down for you so it can be easily removed. There are people there that are prep people. They can actually prep some of these trilobites for you. There's a fee involved, but they can prep them so they look beautifully, and I'll show you what some of them look like when they're done. We also have there's a couple of food trucks come on site. It's just a great location. It's going to cost you. Now, it depends on how many days you want to be there. It's not very expensive. It's really dirt cheap to go out there and dig. You can join the Penn Dixie Outdoor Education Center, Hamburg Natural History Society. You can become a member. I've been a member now since almost the time they opened. I've been a member there for decades. I also have been coming there to the Dig with the Experts for over a decade. Great location. So you can get to their website, penndixie.org, PENNDIXIE.org. That's the place you go to register, and you got to register fairly soon. The registration a couple years ago was gone in a couple of weeks. The first day it was open, people just registered. It's a great location. I've been talking about it for years, tweeting about it, posting Facebook about it. This is my first video I'm doing about it. This is a non-compensated endorsement. I'm not getting anything for this. It's just such a great location. You got to know about it. Well, let me bring out some of the cute little bugs that I found there. This is an Eldredgeops trilobite right there. He's about 1.5 inches long. Beautiful bug. This is not how they come out. They have to be prepped. When they first come out of the ground, they'll be covered up. There'll be matrix covering some of this, but you will see the bug. You will see a negative impression. You'll see a positive impression. You'll see the bug itself. You'll see bits and pieces in the matrix. The experts will help you determine whether it's just a bits or a piece, a head section, a tail section, or pieces of body section, thorax. We can help you determine whether it's a good bug or not. When you find a really nice one like this, there are people on site that will take that bug from you and they will prep it again for a fee, but it's really well worth it. Look at this guy. It's well worth it. Now, last year I was out there and I found this little multi-plate. We do get multi-plates there from time to time. This one is really spectacular because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bugs on it. And this one right here is really cool. I'm hoping you can see it. It's got a smaller bug laying on top of a larger bug. I call them bugs, but they're trilobites. It's got a smaller one on top of a larger one. There's one that's partially disarticulated. Here's another complete one here. And over there by my finger is one that's partially enrolled. I don't know if it's all in there or not. We didn't bother trying to get that out, but there's a nice piece right there of some of the multiples that we get out of there. They've gotten multiples in the double digits, you know, almost 2 dozen doubles in that place. When you find one of those, it's really pretty good. This is one I found 2 years ago. This is an excellent example of a 2-inch trilobite. These are both a little bit over 2 inches long. This is exactly how they were found, one in front of the other. Now, if you've been watching Blue Planet, there's one of the ones they call, I think it's a South Seas or maybe even the Caribbean one that they do. They show you spiny lobsters when the water starts changing and they start getting to a different season. You'll see all the spiny lobsters. There's a leader and then the rest of them are following behind him. So he's kind of breaking the current so the rest of them can follow right behind in the slipstream. I think that's what happened here. This guy was breaking the current. This guy was nose to tail right on him and he was going in that direction following him so he didn't have to expend so much energy getting himself to wherever they were going to go. This one, a spectacular piece right there, a natural double of 2-inch trilobites right there. You can't ask for much better. I did not prep these. I have prep people that prep them for me. I do not have a really good air abrasive unit. I've got the micro jacks. I do a lot of the initial prep work, but the really good stuff I send off and have it prepped by some really good pros. And there'll be a lot of those pros at the Penn Dixie site. This video's gone on a little bit longer than I want it to. I just want to let you guys know that Penn Dixie, PennDixie.org. It's a great location to find lots of trilobites, lots of Devonian, Middle Devonian trilobites, mostly Eldridge ops. Great location. If you can get there, you got to go. There's hotels all around. It's just outside of Niagara Falls. It's about a 20-25 minute drive to Niagara Falls. If you've never seen one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, you got to go there to see that. Just in town, maybe 5-10 minutes away, not even 10 minutes away, you can have the famous Buffalo chicken wings. You haven't had a Buffalo wing until you've been to Buffalo to get them at the original location, the Anchor Bar. There's another bar over there that makes them just as good, but the Anchor Bar is where Buffalo wings first started. Great location, great sightseeing location. It's in May. Go to the website to find out the exact dates and times. That's where you can go to register. Great location. You got to go. It's been 8 minutes now. I got to get out of here. You guys take care. Have a great time, and I hope to see you at Penn Dixie. If you go to Penn Dixie, come and find me. You can't miss me. Beard, hat, long hair, old man, you got to come. Take care. We'll see y'all later. Enjoy.